Hello and welcome to my channel. So it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. I think I made a video like 2 years ago. Just kind of fell off the face of the earth for a hot minute, but you know, we're back and we're better than ever. Today I'm just gonna film a little get ready with me because I'm going out tonight, and I just felt like, hey, why not? If you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. To start off, I like applying some aloe vera gel to my face as a moisturizer. Aloe vera is good for healing acne scars, and it is moisturizing, so that's why I use it. After I moisturize my face, I put some primer on. I use the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This stuff's really good, and yeah. After I put primer on, I go in with a little bit of concealer. And I just use my finger to blend that out. So after I covered up my blemishes to the best of the ability, I go in with foundation. I will be using the IT Cosmetics CC cream in the shade Light, and I just take a little bit on my beauty blender and just work that on my face. Once that is all blended in, I go into some cream contour. With cream contour, instead of like applying it directly on my face with the stick, I just kind of use my beauty blender and like bounce it on the top and then apply. I just feel like it gives me more of a seamless look than drawing it and then having to blend it out and having like harsh lines or whatever. Try to avoid like the top part of my forehead just to make my my head look smaller. For nose contour, I do use a small brush just because with a beauty blender it's kind of hard to get like a nice sharp line. After I did my contour, I go in with some concealer. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. This stuff is so cheap and it's so nice. I love it. After my concealer is all set, I'm gonna go in with some loose powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I've been using it for a while and I love it, so highly suggest it. For eyes, I use the Morphe 25B palette. Looks like this. Very beautiful, very lovely. The shades in here are perfect for everyone, and they have a lot of transition shades, which is perfect. First off, I take the shade Waffle, which is this like nice cream color, and just pop that kind of all over the eye and focusing it on the outer V and the crease. After that, I go in with the shade Speechless and focus that more directly on the crease. After that, I put the shade Center, which is like this nice kind of neutral brown, and just darken up the outer V a little bit. I'm using the same brush as I did for the last shade. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade Character. I'm just using my finger and packing that all on the lid. I'm just going to be taking the shade Center that we used on the eyelid and putting that directly on my lower lash line. Once the eyes are complete, I go into eyebrows. Don't really do much for that, honestly. I just kind of wing it. I don't know. For mascara, I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I find that it's just really good, and it's drugstore, so it's super cheap. That hurt. After I wipe the bake off, I'm just going to be taking some butter bronzer and bronzing up the face just a little bit, even though It wasn't me, it was the broom. Even though, you know what?
It's the broom. It wasn't me.
And with a smaller brush, I'm just gonna define my nose contour just a little bit. For blush, I'm just gonna be using some of this e.l.f. blush. Nothing exciting. I'm just gonna pop that on my cheeks a little bit. I tend to go kind of overboard with the blush, since blush is the first thing to kind of like fade off your face, especially if you're going out for a long night. Just piling that blush on's not that big of a deal. Jesus Christ! So for highlight, I use the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. Yeah, I might need to invest in a new one because I'm currently just scraping around the pan trying to get like the last remains of it. That's how good it is. And I just put that on the high points of my face. Ooh! 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 I'm just gonna squeeze that back on there. Good as new. Using this same highlighter, I'm gonna highlight under my brow bone and the inner corners. A good tip I learned: go to the craft store, any craft store, and buy a flat-ended, just buy one of these. They're so cheap, they're so like good quality. I mean, I know there's brushes out there that are like meant for your face that are good quality, but they can be expensive. Like, this was like $3, not even, and it works just as well, and it works really well for getting right under that brow bone. Once the makeup's all finished, I just go in with some setting spray. This is the Mario Badescu Sage and Orange Blossom. Now we're gonna move on to hair because that's a fun part. Don't do anything special there. For hair, I normally don't do anything in particular, never curl it or anything, but I normally do straighten it, so I'm gonna straighten it today and hopefully it turns out okay. And this is the finished, you know, the finished look. And this is the outfit that I'm wearing out tonight. The skirt's from American Eagle. This top is just like a sweater. I don't know where I got it, but I just wore it like, I just tied it in the back. It's supposed to be the front, but I'm just put it on backwards just to give it, you know, some flair. I just matched it with this black belt. And for shoes, I'm wearing these white,
bitch, is you blind?
These white Steve Madden shoes. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it, or just enjoyed watching me get ready for my night. But yeah, this looks very easy and achievable, and it's good for the nighttime, so thanks.